When you're a second-round pass rusher, it's hard to get much acclaim under normal circumstances. Recent history has taught the average fan that you usually have to wait for the production to come from players picked in this range of the draft, and even then, the odds are long that they'll pop as a player down the road. Picked in the second round of the 2022 NFL Draft, Boye Mafe came to the Seahawks under less than normal circumstances. The team was just undergoing a new rebuild, the defense adapting to a new system, and his immediate place in this changing of the guard was unclear, especially considering he was already stacked behind Uchenna Nwosu and Darrell Taylor on the depth chart. Outside of Mafe proving to be a difference maker day one, he was going to have to count his reps. And while Mafe has the kind of talent to become that type of player, becoming instantly impactful was highly unlikely given just how raw he was and how few second-round edges have succeeded in their rookie years in recent years. To illustrate this point, let's look at the pass rush productivity from edges drafted in the second round over the last 6 years. We have 15 edge players taken since 2017 in the second round. And as you can see with all of these guys, no one is bringing any kind of real impactful nature in that first season. Refined or raw, younger or older, no edge selected in the second round in these past 6 years has been impactful in the rookie year, at least as a pass rusher. Boye Mafe was a little late to football in high school, so perhaps not as advanced as some of his other peers. But he improved every single season at Minnesota, gaining 50 pounds of weight during his time in college and becoming one of the better athletes we've seen off the edge in recent years. He ran a 4.53 40 with a 1.56 10-yard split, a 38-inch vertical leap, and a 10.5 broad, all exceptionally elite numbers for a man that was 6'4", 261 pounds with 33-inch long arms. His relative athletic score places him as a 94 percentile athlete. Raw or not, Mafe has the physical gifts that just can't be taught. And despite the odds of him not finding very much playing time last year, he still ended up on the field for 36% of the defensive snaps. Mafe's overall PFF grade was 65.8, which is right around average for the position league-wide, yet was better than other notable names like Shaq Lawson, Frank Clark, and Chandler Jones. Mafe's grade was also a representation of where he was effective and where he has plenty of room for growth. It's very clear. Throughout the season, Mafe was an absolute force in the run game. He could set the edge and hunker down in a way that Darrell Taylor just cannot. He can time and then disengage from the block at just the right moment if the play was running to his side. Even if he spills the play back inside, which is a normal edge assignment, he still has the bounce to get back into the play and make the tackle. On backside pursuit plays, Mafe's 3 steps of lightning gives him an ability to get to plays that other edges just can't. His hustle and motor stand out snap after snap. On the downside of things, Mafe's pass rush left much to be desired. He really liked to go to the hand swipe, like Seth Rogen's character overused the dice move on the dance floor in the movie Knocked Up.
Dude, I think he's doing the dice thing too much. That's really all he's got.
The hand swipe was Mafe's go-to move at Minnesota, and he continually tried to use it at the same rate throughout last year to little success. Mafe also seemed to only really have one plan for each pass rush rep, and if the tackle was ready for the plan, he had no counter. There were no indications of him setting up a tackle for a particular move. He also didn't get as many bites at the pass rush apple, because once the Seahawks realized he was better as an early rundown defender, they wanted to still find snaps for Darrell Taylor as a rotational pass rusher. So the strong side edge essentially became Mafe as the early down run defender, and Taylor taking over when a pass rush was required. In only 6 of the 17 games last year, did Mafe have more snaps as a pass rusher than in run defense. Already here at the beginning of training camp, we're getting some encouraging signs that Boye Mafe is taking those steps forward in regards to his pass rush limitations, specifically on working on that inside move that I talked about. Here's a pass rush rep from him in camp after they just got the pads on, and he wins with a real nasty, violent, twitchy swim move over the top. Now, it's just one practice rep. I'm not trying to make too big of a deal of it, but I think it does go to show you that he has been working on getting better at that inside move because he's got it so nasty, because that is a move that's going to work in the game if he whips it out in that fashion, especially if he has been working to the edge so often, because that's what sets this move up, is his quickness to the edge, his ability to get you with that hand swipe move. He gets the tackle to kind of set up for that, and now he can come back inside with this swim move. This counter alone can make him so much harder to deal with as a pass rusher. All things considered, Mafe gave you a solid season for a first-year edge. However the rotations work out going forward, he's sure to be a fixture and hopefully an improved Seahawks run defense, and potentially one of the best run support edges you find in the entire sport. Pass rush upside remains the question at hand. Can Boye Mafe tap into those great physical gifts that have built so many elite pass rushers throughout NFL history? Well, with the work ethic that he's displayed going back to his early Minnesota days and the steady climb of improvement that has coincided with it, I suspect we'll be getting a strong hell yes to that question before the end of the season. My name is Brandon Kane. This is the Hawks Nest. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. But beyond all that, don't you ever forget, go Hawks.
Mafe probably appears to be like the most improved guy from last year. He at this time, it's really early, but he's shown so many bright moments out here, run and pass. And if you talk to Boye, which you may after this, he'll tell you the difference between where his mind is right now compared to last year. He can't even imagine how he played last year. He felt like he knew so little compared to what he's aware of now. So. That's the sophomore jump you're talking about. He's really made it, and so I'm hoping that it'll continue. And right now, he's battling to be one of the featured rushers as well as be a featured guy in early downs too. So he's doing great.